Today I'm going to be reviewing this Thomas Nelson King James Version giant print Bible that I recently purchased for my wife. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of open this up here, show you exactly what it's going to look like inside. Now obviously, like any Bible, it's going to have all the different books and that sort of thing. I do want to kind of show you what the back is going to look like. So some Bibles will include like maps and pictures and things like that, as this one also does as well. So it's going to show Paul's missionary journeys. It's going to show Jerusalem in the time of Jesus, Kingdom of David and Saul, Jesus' ministry. Going to have Exodus and conquest of Canaan, land of the 12 tribes, and then also world of the patriarchs as well. So going to have that. Then going to have the concordance that's going to be in the back. And this is actually going to be a relatively extensive concordance. Some of them are just going to be like a couple of pages and only have a few words. This one has a considerable amount. So it looks like it has, let's see, from page 1490 to 1556. So going to be about 55, 60 pages of a concordance there in the back. And I have like a Bible reading plan, give you some places for where the miracles and where the parables of Jesus are at. This is going to be a red letter Bible, as you can see here. So the words that Jesus actually said, like while he was here on this earth and that sort of thing, are going to be in red throughout the Bible. It does have this little thing that you can use, this little marker that you can use to mark where you're at, whether it's at, at church or Bible reading, that sort of a thing. And then the front is just going to have, the general whose it is, that sort of a thing on it. Now, this cover is going to be made of a pretty inexpensive material, so it's not going to be like a leather or even like a leather-like material. This is more just like a paperish type material here. And then it has like a, I would say what I would term a cheap kind of plasticky feeling cover. So definitely not like a leather or anything that even feels leather-like. So if you're looking for that. The last thing I do want to go over is the print. So although this is giant print, I have definitely seen much larger print on many different Bibles that I've had in the past. So I wouldn't call this like giant print. It might be large print, but everyone's definition of large or giant, that sort of thing, is going to be different. So just so you can kind of see here, I've got this a few inches away, so obviously you can read it. So it is plenty big. But you'll just need to keep in mind that this is not going to be like massive print. So if you're purchasing this for someone who's maybe older and they have problems reading just because of the size of the print, you might want to go with one that has a larger print than this one does. So that's just the type of print that this one has. It does have the center column as well, so it's not lined off, which I'm not a huge fan of. I prefer the ones that have like the lines that go down the middle. But then it's going to have like all of the different verses and different references that you can the verses translate to, and this is also similar to this, or this verse is kind of helps explain some of the more difficult things, difficult passages, difficult phrases, that sort of a thing there in the middle. So overall, definitely pretty pleased with this Bible. I would prefer if the cover itself was going to be made of a nicer material than this one is, but not too terribly bad. Again, this one is going to be made by Thomas Nelson.